This one, I'm thinking is going to be a lot of things combined. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm taking a lot of previous singles that I already released, and I believe it's like 2 or 3 of them that I previously released, and I'm gonna mix those in with some newer ones. So you'll definitely hear the growth and different rhyme patterns versus, you know, a single that I previously did. So I got the Fake Love joint, of course. That's gonna be, you know, that's the last single that I'm gonna be dropping before Live from the 90s. Prior to that, you know, again, with the 90s theme, I have You're Nobody Until Somebody Signs You. So basically I redid, you know, it was a Biggie flip. So You're Nobody Till Somebody Kill You. I mentioned Biggie earlier, you know what I mean? So I took that joint, I did a spin on it, I hit my man Roses, he's a producer as well. I was like, yo, can somebody flip this beat? You know what I mean? Because I really want to give that 90s feel. You know what I mean? So I had my man Roses flip it. And then, you know, I ended up calling my aunt. She's a vocalist, and you know how they had the 90s collab with the R&B and the rap. So we tied that together, man, and it's dope, man. And basically, I'm just talking about how people treat you differently once you get a deal. You know what I mean? So, like, a lot of people hear me say it and, like, you're nobody till somebody sign you. They're like, it's not true. You know what I mean? You know, you only who you think you are, basically. But my perspective was from the blind eye outside looking in, you're really not know anybody, you know, until somebody sign you, you're not really anybody to certain people, basically, you know what I mean? Yep, and then prior to that one, I got a joint called 90’s, which again, back to you know, saying being a student of the game, yeah, I mean, Benny had a joint called 97 Hole. We both from Buffalo. A lot of people didn't understand it when I dropped it, but pretty much I did it for the shock value, and also, you know, that's going to be on the Life in the 90s as well, because, you know, bringing that, you know, Nas is definitely one of the, you know what I mean, you know, one of the pioneers from the 90s, so I had to put that joint on there as well. But again, man, it's just being a student of the game and, you know, learning and continue to improve your craft. That's it. I love the 90s movies, man. I'm really trying to, you know, I'm trying to incorporate it somehow. Yeah, I mean, but right now I'm still in the brainstorming phases because I want to really take you into the 90s. You know what I mean? Like the beginning of Paid in Full. You know what I mean? Like the DJ was talking and shit like that. I was just watching Crush Groove yesterday. You know what I mean? The other day. So, you know what I mean? Just that feeling. Like the 90s gives you a different feeling. It's not like, you know, today's society. You know what I mean? How we grow up and, you know, just the internet and things of that nature. The 90s was just so pure to me. You know what I mean? I was only born in 91, so I don't really have too much experience of it, but I think I just got an old soul, so I really resort back to, you know, times that I wasn't able to come up in, but I can still revisit and witness, you know what I mean, from movies, music, and things of that nature to really, you know, really hone into it. Man, Hennessy Memories, man, was around the time where, you know, I was drinking a lot, I was partying. Yeah, I mean, I was just living my life at that point. And my man Lee Matic, you know what I mean, I had to put him on the tape. Although, like, the song it didn't fit the theme, but I just had to put it on there because he was there with me through a lot of the time. So it was a crazy night, man. We went out, you know what I mean, downtown. He was just getting ready to move out of state. So we went out, man. I just had bought a new car. I mean, I had the keys. We at the club, man. We going, man, going in. Man, I lost my keys, man. I lost my car keys, and we literally had to sleep in the car until like 4:00 in the morning, man. Until the tow truck came. It was snowing. Yeah, I mean, Buffalo weather, man. It was snowing, but man, that was a crazy. It was a good night, man, but the end of the night didn't end too well, man. I lost my keys, and I had to, you know, pay the dealer to get some replacement keys. Man, I look over, man, I'm thinking my boy about to stay up with me. You know what I mean? Until the tow truck gave my boy over there asleep. I stayed up all night, man, trying to wait. It was cold, you know what I mean? But that was definitely one of the good memories, you know what I mean, from my Hennessy Memories, basically, man. That was a dope night, epic. The quantity of the music that I'm dropping is just because it's to the point where we don't, you know what I mean, life is short, man. So I'm like, I know a lot of people hold on to music and they was like, we can't drop it all at once. Right now I'm independent, so I pretty much can, you know, do what I please, but that's always in the back of my mind, you know what I mean? I want to be able to leave something for the people to hear, like you just never know. You know what I mean? Life is short with the COVID going on and everything like that, so it's to the point where anything that I'm able to do, I gotta let the people hear it. But I can start with so Life Purpose probably was the earlier joint. I mean, it was just to the point where I was just trying to let it be known what my purpose was in life, and I wanted to relate that back to music. Following that, we got the Fire Skill joint with my man Jadakiss. That's probably my top 3 project ever right now. Yeah, I mean, just the beats. Yeah, I mean, and everything, and we just sonically connected. Granted, I wasn't in the studio with anybody, but I mean, they just sent me the beats, and you can just tell how powerful music is the way that we connected. Yeah, I mean, so we got that joint. We got Golden Bars, me and my man Manzu Beats, man. That joint came together. Man, I finished that joint fairly quickly too. Yeah, I mean, and then we had some issues with the quarantine because he couldn't really get into the studio to get everything mixed. But basically, yeah, I mean, we was able to narrow that joint down. Clarity, that's one of my favorites on that joint. That was the last one I actually did because by the time we were ready to drop Golden Bars, Quarantine Chronicles was ready to come out too. That's why I had to drop them so closely related. Yeah, I mean, that joint produced by Brian Blaze from Buffalo. Yeah, I mean, United Buffalo, not America, basically just stating that, I mean, we go through our own stuff as well as America, and we're going through the same shit. We've been on CNN with all type of negative protesting, and for a minute I couldn't even rap, man. Like with all of the stuff going on, like I really wasn't in the right state of mind to rap. And at that time I was waiting to get back Quarantine Chronicles and waiting to get back Golden Bar. So I'm like, I gotta do something in the meantime. So that project I exclusively put together on my own. Yeah, I mean, and I just had to really vent, and take my time with it. But yeah, man, like just all of those joints is just, man, kind of really, summing up 2020, man. It's been crazy. So I just had to keep bringing out the music and, making sure that, people know that I never stop working, man. I don't.